how to talk to yourself about yourself. See, the thing is, what we do is we have it all backwards. We talk to ourselves about other people, or we talk to other people about ourselves. And when we do talk about ourselves to ourselves, it's usually negative. So I think what we got to do is we have to shift the perspective. We have to change the player on the team that is doing the talking. So I mean, we notice, like, most of the time when we're having inner conversations, a lot of time is, this person sucks, I'm having a bad day, I'm never good at anything, I'm so tired of getting cut off in traffic. We have all these things where we're talking about other people, or we're talking about ourselves to ourselves in a negative way, or the quote is always, other people know you better than you know yourself. So a lot of times we take that approach to talk to other people because they'll offer us insight into who we are that we may not have known. And although that is good, I think it falls short, because the thing is you've spent your whole life with you, so you actually technically do know yourself better than anyone else does. The problem is you're repressing and ignoring that part of you. So yeah, that is why other people know it, is because you're not paying attention to yourself. You're just letting yourself go on automatic pilot as much as you think you're aware of what's happening. So what we want to do now is we want to shift that focus away from the blame and the negativity and the focus on other people or what's happening in the world. And we want to start asking ourselves these questions. If I feel angry and you say in your head, I'm really mad right now, I'm so mad at that person. Okay, what we do is we detach from that emotion and we go, why am I mad? Or even later on that night, when we're in bed, we're going to sit there and think about it and go, why was I mad earlier? What caused that to happen in my life that I become mad at these things? Because then we can go back to the root and figure out where it first occurred, and we figure out our first reaction to that. Because what happens is we usually just have this reaction, and then we just have the same reaction every time the same thing happens. So when we go in and we dig and we look at that first time something happened and how we reacted to it, then we can actually start to change our perspective and start to act in a different way when these things come up next time. So part of talking to yourself about yourself is having that conversation from a non-emotional perspective. It's almost like you're looking at your life like it's a newspaper or history. You're just going to look at it and see, okay, this happened, and then this happened, and then that happened. And when you look at it that way and you take the emotions out of it, you won't reinforce that same reality to keep happening inside of you. And that's what I really wanted to reinforce in this video is, yes, we do talk about ourselves to ourselves a lot, but I think it's mostly in the wrong way. And if we're finding ourselves talking about other people a lot or talking about ourselves to other people a lot, what that is an issue of is that you're giving your power away. You're saying, I don't have the capability to do what I need to do inside of me. I have to look outside of me for these resources. And the thing is, we weren't built that way. The only things we really need from outside of us are, air and food and water and shelter and things like that. Love from others is good, but really everything that we have is inside of us. We have been given a dynamic, immense brain capacity that is just far exceeds everything else in the known universe. And we just ignore it, because what happens is our culture backs up and reinforces that type of behavior, and it says, no, you have to complain like everybody else. You have to talk about other people. And I'm sure you've been stuck where someone else is talking about somebody and you have to sit there and listen or agree, or if you don't want to listen to it, you say something and then it's an argument. So as we back off from that type of mentality and we really start going into talking to ourselves about ourselves and just eliminating all that other stuff, then it's just going to make life a lot easier, and we're going to get a lot more fulfillment out of things. And when we do talk about other people, we're going to have that same kind of mindset, like, why is that person doing what they do? Instead of taking it personally, why did they do that to me? No, it's why did they do what they did? Because they were probably hurt in some way back in their past, and they're just doing their normal reaction that they've programmed their subconscious to do. So I hope you find this video enlightening and helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you.